In this lesson, we discuss one more problem and a particular cases of exceptional cases of a graphical solution of a linear programming problem. You see here in this problem it is given that maximization z is equal to and subject to the constraints. And you see here there is one exceptional case, and there are two particular exceptional cases in the graphical method or in a linear programming problem. One unbounded solution, two infeasible solution. Now we are discussing unbounded solution. Right, we see which kind of region, common region or a feasible region is going to be obtained. Now we see here, I start the procedure, the same procedure of graphical method. First you convert the inequations of the constraint into equations. I am writing here, this is less than or equal to, this is equation 1 and this is equation 2, it is less than or equal to, it is greater than or equal to. So therefore, I am converting first of all whatever given inequations into equations. I have directly taken equations. Now what I do, I consider x1 is equal to 0, x2 is equal to 0, and so that I have to obtain two particular points for each equation. So if x1 is equal to 0, then 3x2 is equal to 9. So x2 is equal to 9 by 3, it is 3. So therefore it is 0, 3 the point. And if x2 is equal to 0, then minus 2x1 is equal to 9. That is x1 is equal to 9 by minus, that is minus 9 by 2, 4.5. So this is 4.5 comma 0, minus 4.5 comma 0. Okay, right? And similarly, now come here, if x1 is equal to 0, then minus 5x2 is equal to minus 20, so minus will get cancelled. x2 is equal to 20 divided by 5, that is 4, so x2 is equal to 4, so 0 comma 4. And if x2 is equal to 0, then x1 is equal to obviously minus 20, so therefore minus 20 comma 0. Minus 20 comma 0. So this is what the 2 points we have obtained. I have obtained for each equation. Now what you have to do? You have to draw the straight line in the graph. So consider the graph paper. So consider the graph paper. I am considering the graph. Now for equation 1 and 2, this is 1, this is 2. I am taking relevant graph. You see here the graph 3 and 4. 4 is the maximum value on y-axis, that is on x2. On x-axis minus 20 is the value. So therefore I am drawing the negative values. We have to draw the negative values. So therefore I am considering x-axis here in this fashion. We don't need not to have such values. So x values I am considering up to minus 20, that is in the negative side of the axis. I have to consider. So therefore I am starting here minus 5, minus 10, minus 15, minus 20, which are enough, right? And on the right hand side I consider 5, 10, which are enough, just to represent it, that's all. Now come over here and on y-axis what I have to consider, this is what x-axis and this is what the y-axis, and the scale, I write the scale, and on y-axis I am considering 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Right? So the scale here I specify on x-axis scale. X-axis the scale is 1 centimeter is equal to 5 units, and y-axis the scale is 1 centimeter is equal to 1 unit. This is what the scale which I have considered here. Hope you understand the scale. So and with the help of the scale I have drawn suitable scale I have considered, and so that I have drawn the I have prepared the graph paper. Now I have to take two particular points of equation number 1, 0 comma 3, that is this, and minus 4.5, 0. So minus 4.5, this is approximately here, minus 4.5 and 0, right? So now you join the point and extend the value on the first quadrant, that is very, very important. Join these value, these two particular points. It is important to draw a line on first quadrant. If I want to extend more, next 0 comma 4, that is this, and the another point is minus 20, 0, that is this is the point. Now you have to join these two particular points, approximately what I am drawing here. Yeah, this is what the I'm writing here equation 2, it is greater than or equal to, right? So here we got another important particular point. So I'll show it. So first of all, I have drawn the two particular lines on the graph paper, and now we want to see the feasible region. You have to identify the feasible region, you have to get the feasible region, obtain the feasible region, for which what you have to do is, if the equation in the first quadrant, if the line in the first quadrant, then easily we can identify that above the line, below the line, less than or equal to below the line, shade the region below the line, and greater than or equal to shade the region above the line. That is the matter. Whenever it is not so, then what you have to do is, you see all the values and the entire line fall in the two other quadrants. So therefore, for which what you have to consider the equation. So I consider the equation. First of all, I write the equation, and so that we can understand. Now I am removing this. I want to explain how to get the region. Less than or equal to means towards which region, and greater than or equal to means towards which particular region. Minus 2x1 plus 3x2, it is less than or equal to 9, that is equation 1, and x1 minus 5x2, which is greater than or equal to minus 20, it is equation 2. Whenever you have the points like this, you first of all, you see whether this particular line passes through origin. No. If it passes through origin, the procedure is different. That is, we have to consider another particular way. You have to consider. So you see here, if this is the line, less than or equal to means towards which particular line. You see like this, if this is the chalk piece, if this is the chalk piece, less than or equal to means towards the earth, greater than or equal to means upside, that is above the line, that we can easily specify. For example, line is like this, how can you specify? So therefore, is this region is the towards earth, or in this region earth is going to be obtained? So that is the difficulty, or similarly like this. So therefore, what you have to do is, you have to substitute a point on both the sides. You see here, this is the line. One particular, there are two sides. This is one side, this is another side. One particular side is less than, that is below the line. Another particular line side is above the line. So therefore, these are the two particular regions. Even though I don't consider below and above, the concepts, I leave the concepts below and above. Now you see, only the concept is satisfying less than or equal to. You see here, this is less than or equal to. Whether this particular equation is satisfying the less than or equal to 9 towards this particular, towards this particular region, I consider 1 point. Towards this particular region, I consider 1 point. 1 or 2 points you can consider. If that particular point is satisfies this entire equation, that is less than or equal to 9, then it is going to be that is the region. Which particular side, the point on which particular side is satisfying, then it is going to be specified that it satisfies, and that is the region, right? So I consider to in this particular direction, origin is the best point, 0, 0. Origin is the best point. So I am substituting in this particular equation. We consider this matter. So 0 plus 0, it is less than or equal to 9. 0 is less than or equal to 9. Is it right? Exactly right. So therefore, this is the region. For this is the region. We should not shade here. We should shade in this only in the first quadrant. Remember, we should not shade the region on any other particular region. For this equation, this is the region. For this equation, this is the region, but I have considered in the first quadrant. Okay, for time being, so I am indicating one particular line here. Okay, this is not the region. I satisfy one more point here on this particular towards this particular direction in this region. You see here, this is minus 15 comma 0 comma minus 15 x-axis, minus 15 comma 0. This is minus 15 comma 0. Okay, so therefore I am substituting minus 15 minus 2 into minus 15 plus 3 into 0 is less than or equal to 9. Minus 15 into minus 2, 30. 30 is less than or equal to 9. No, not less than or equal to. Therefore, you consider any other particular point towards this particular direction in this region, for this line in this region, definitely it don't satisfy. It will not satisfy. If you consider any point in this particular region, definitely it will satisfy. You remember, if you draw a line, on one particular side less than will be satisfied, on another particular side greater than will be satisfied, on the line equality will be satisfied. That is the fundamental concept I am specifying to you. I am explaining to you. If you consider the line, it satisfies all the values equal to. Towards another particular region, less than. One particular region, whatever it may be. Towards another region, that is the below the line, above the line. I am not considering below and above, which are not concepts here now. From this problem onwards, and below and above are not concepts. You see here, one particular side of the line, less than will be satisfied. Another particular side of the line, greater than will be satisfied. So that is the concept, less than, greater than, equal to. And again you consider here, so this is what the second equation. I write the second equation. So hope you have understand the first equation. Now you consider the equation number 2. It is x1 minus 5x2, it is greater than or equal to minus 20. Now you see, now you take one particular, so towards this direction, 0 is the one particular origin, 0, 0. I am substituting 0, 0. And 0 is, it is 0, minus 0 is greater than or equal to minus 20. 0 is greater than or equal to minus 20. Absolutely. That is true. So therefore, this is the region for this particular line. For this particular line, greater than or equal to minus 20, it satisfies this region towards this. Right? So you see here, for this line, less than or equal to means this one. For this line, greater than or equal to means this. This is the side. Do you observe this? So that is the reason why less than or equal to means not towards this direction. Greater than or equal to means not towards this direction. That is above the line, below the line. The concept will not hold good for any particular line falls in this fashion. So here, somewhere here it is going to be fallen. So you please be careful that if the entire line fall here, somewhere here, like this, then you can use that concept less than or equal to means below the region, that is the region below the line, region greater than or equal to means region above the line. So that is the concept. But whereas the line falls like in second and third quadrant, fourth quadrants, etc. here, like in this fashion, then you should have to check with the help of the point. Now I check one more point here. Here you see here, in this towards in this particular direction, one particular point, 4 after 5 you have definitely, or somewhere here we can consider the point here. This is minus 15 and 4. This is minus 15 comma 4. Okay, so you substitute in the equation. This is minus 15 minus 5 into 4, it is greater than or equal to minus 20. Minus 15 into minus 15 minus 20, it is greater than or equal to minus 20. Minus 35 is greater than or equal to minus 20. Is it right? No. Minus 35 is not greater than or equal to minus 20. It is lesser value. So right. So whatever the point you consider, or simply if you want to consider, simply you consider this is what the point 0, this is 5, which means this is the point here, it is 0 comma 5. You substitute in the equation 0 comma 5, 0, a simple point, but I am specifying simple point. 5 minus 5 into 5, 0 minus 5 into 5, 25. Minus 25 is greater than or equal to minus 20, not at all. It is not at all, not greater than or equal to. So therefore, you see, you observe, you take one point on this particular side to the line, and to take another particular point to this in this particular side, in this particular region. If which particular point satisfies the equation, inequation of the constraint, then that is the region, that side is the region, satisfied region. You have to consider, you have to shade in the first quadrant to that particular line, in the region to that particular line. Hope you understand. Not much more explanation is good, right? Hope you understand. So therefore, for this is the direction, which means this is what the region in the first quadrant. What is the common region? This is itself. It is common region. Common for both. For this line, this is the region. For this line, this is the region. Common region for two constraints is this. So therefore, we got a common region. Name the common region, which means extreme points. This is, let it be O. Let it be, this is A. Let it be B. OAB. OAB is an unbounded region. You see here, this is the region. There is no and. There is no and to this particular region. This is called unbounded. Specify. Write down. Unbounded region. This is an unbounded region. So this is what called an unbounded region. There is no end of this particular region. If we consider here, for example, some value 10 and 4, you can consider here 20 and 4. Thereafter, you can consider 100 and 4. Whatever the point we can consider, it's always increasing. There is no end. So hence it is called, there is no bound. Hence it is called an unbounded region. You see here, we have obtained a particular common region. Now whether it is feasible or not, that is our question. This discussion we did in one particular graphical minimization problem. So therefore, I no need to stress again and again. You see here, this is an unbounded region. Shall we calculate the maximum value? Are you able to calculate the maximum value? For example, you consider here the one particular point 10 and 3. If you substitute 10 and 3, 3 tens are 30, 2 3s are 6, 36. After that, you consider 20 and 3, you will get some particular value, 66. After that, you consider another value, 1003. You will the Z will be increased. There is no and because it is not a minimum problem, minimization problem. If it is minimization, the solution exists. That is, minimum value exists at OAB or any other point. Whichever the point OAB gives the minimum value exists, but the maximum value cannot be attained. So that is called an unbounded solution. So for this, an unbounded region, the common region is an unbounded region, and for which maximum value cannot be attained. It is always increasing. That is called indefinitely. It increases indefinitely. So now I am giving the definition for unbounded solution as well in this class. What is the definition of unbounded solution? If the value of z increases indefinitely, that is called an unbounded solution. Now you see here, same thing it is happened here. The value of z, if you consider, it always increasing. You consider one particular point. After that, if I consider another point, it gets increases. Z will be increased. If somebody takes another point more than I have considered, it again increases. That is called indefinitely increases. If the value of z indefinitely increases, the objective function indefinitely increases, and such solution is called an unbounded solution. There is no limit. So therefore, for this particular problem, maximize z is equal to 3x1 plus 2x1 given constraints. The problem is, for this problem, common region is an unbounded region, and the maximum value cannot be attained. It is called an unbounded solution. Hope you understand. The definition of what is the definition of unbounded solution? If the value of z indefinitely increases or decreases, for negative value, for example, it decreases. For example, minus 3x1 minus 2x2, it decreases. So indefinitely increases or indefinitely decreases, such solution is called an unbounded solution. Hope you understand. This is what the solution of this particular problem. This is called one particular special case or exceptional case, unbounded solution in the graphical method. Thank you.